It was a decision that we made because we simply just wanted different things. I moved back to the Philippines 2 months ago, and I just I love the Philippines.
What happens when the influencer known for being real becomes everything she used to call out? Clara Dao built her name by embracing what the internet rarely celebrated: being flat chested, unfiltered, and unapologetically honest. She made girls feel seen, heard, and even proud of the bodies they were taught to hide. But somewhere along the way, that version of Clara disappeared. And now, the dream guy she made part of her brand, he's gone too. It started with him, the boyfriend, cute, charismatic, and suddenly the co star in every one of Clara's videos. At first, it felt like a natural evolution: wholesome relationship content, cute date vlogs, the usual look at us moments. But soon, Clara's entire vibe shifted. Her content bent around the relationship. What used to be about self love and honesty became curated aesthetics and soft launch couple goals. And people noticed. Comments on TikTok started piling up. People asked whether he was pressuring her to change, whether she was reshaping herself physically and emotionally to match his vision. And then the breakup hit. His announcement: all smiles, no shirt, just vibes.
It was a decision that we made because we simply just wanted different things. I moved back to the Philippines 2 months ago, and I love the Philippines.
Meanwhile, Clara's side of the story painted a different picture.
I a month ago, I thought everything is perfect. And, what we had was a perfect relationship in every sense. And I felt so loved, understood, and respected throughout my relationship. Thought we were aligned on what we want for the future, our values, and everything. But it seemed like
The contrast was hard to ignore. She looked devastated. He looked relieved. And suddenly, everything leading up to this breakup started feeling a lot heavier. Because before the boyfriend content, Clara was that girl. The internet soft spoken rebel. Her content wasn't polished, it was powerful. She represented a body type that was rarely praised and made girls feel like they didn't need to fix themselves to be beautiful. That kind of authenticity, it's rare. People felt connected to her because she was vulnerable, sweet, and stood for something bigger than trends. Until she didn't. Almost overnight, the tone changed. Her videos started leaning into sarcasm and shock. She joked about abandoning body positivity, teased cosmetic surgery, and seemed to laugh at the very community that lifted her up. Me saying goodbye to body positivity. When will you do it again? Never, never, never. Well, maybe someday. When? Tomorrow. It didn't feel cheeky. It felt like a slap in the face. And that shift in tone from empowering to dismissive was jarring for the people who once saw Clara as a role model. Then the breakup came, and in the aftermath, Clara went quiet. When she did speak, it was through tears.
sometimes when I think about it, you know. But I am doing okay. Like I said, it was really tough at time, and I did have to take a lot of time out from social media to sort through my emotions. But right now, I think I'm okay. I guess it was one of the hardest chores that I have to make this year.
Some people sympathized, others weren't convinced. The term PR stunt started floating around. Viewers debated whether the emotional video was heartfelt or strategic, a move to win back support after months of backlash. One comment summed it up: most people just aren't having it. They see this as kind of a publicity stunt. But maybe that's what makes this whole thing so complicated. Because even if some of it was calculated, does that mean the heartbreak wasn't real? This wasn't just a breakup between Clara and her boyfriend, it was a breakup with her audience. The people who supported her from day one, the ones who saw themselves in her story, the ones who felt betrayed when she started mocking the very thing that made her special. She's just been rage baiting an audience that's been so loyal to her all these years. It's not the fact that she changed. People grow, they evolve. It's that she turned her back on the values she built her brand on and acted like no one would notice. But we did. We always do. Now we're left wondering, was the old Clara ever real? Or was that just another version of herself she created for the internet? And now that the guy is out of the picture, is there a chance she finds her way back? Honestly, no one knows. But one thing's for sure, Clara's not done. Not yet. Not completely. Because on YouTube, no fall from grace is ever final. There's always room for a comeback. And Clara, if you're watching, this is your reset button. Whatever you do next, make it count. So maybe the real story here isn't about Clara Dao and her boyfriend. Maybe it's about how easy it is to lose yourself on the internet. How fast one brand deal, one relationship, or one algorithm shift can turn vulnerability into performance. Clara didn't just fall off, she fell into a system that rewards controversy more than consistency, aesthetics more than authenticity. This whole saga isn't just about a breakup, it's about betrayal. Not of a boyfriend, but of an audience, her audience. The people who defended her in comment sections, who recommended her channel to their friends, who felt genuinely seen by the content she used to create. Clara built her brand on vulnerability, on being the soft, kind voice in a sea of Instagram perfection. So, when that same voice turned around and mocked the very ideals it once championed, the betrayal hit hard. She's just been rage baiting an audience that's been so loyal to her all these years. It's not that she changed, everyone changes. The internet's not mad that she evolved, it's mad that she did it with a smirk, while burning down the identity she made money building. You can have surgery, you can rebrand, you can pivot, but when you do it with an attitude that says, I fooled you all and I'd do it again, don't be shocked when the crowd turns. So now we ask, was she ever the old Clara? Was the transformation real? Or was it just a character she played? First for relatability, then for rage clicks. There's a theory that she changed for her boyfriend, that his influence pressured her into surgery, content shifts, even attitude changes. And if that's true, if she lost herself trying to be what he wanted, then yeah, that sucks. And it's heartbreaking. But the thing is, Clara says it wasn't like that. She claims it was all her decision, her evolution. So who do we believe? The teary post breakup Clara trying to reclaim empathy, or the Clara who laughed at her audience while rage baiting them week after week? The truth, we don't know. We may never know. But one thing's clear, Clara Dao isn't cancelled, not completely, not forever. Because in the world of YouTube, the redemption arc is always up for grabs. So, what do we take away from Clara Dao's fall? Maybe this: no relationship, no trend, no aesthetic is worth losing your core. Because once that trust breaks with your audience, it's almost impossible to rebuild. Clara wasn't cancelled for getting surgery or for rebranding. She was cancelled for changing the values her entire platform was built on, then acting shocked when the foundation crumbled. You don't get to spit on a community and then cry when they walk away. But here's the thing, people did care. They still care. Why? Because Clara was that girl. She helped people feel seen. She showed girls that their bodies weren't problems to be fixed, that they could be proud of who they were without changing a thing. And if she ever finds her way back to that creator, the one who made girls feel strong and safe, we'll be watching. The redemption arc is waiting. The question is, does Clara want it? Because whatever she does next, it'll define her legacy No pressure, Clara. But this is your moment. Make it count.